you get it?
We're all dancing back here. Woo! Yes. Welcome to this week's episode of FAE News here on faeproductions. I am your host, Fairy Queen Lolly, and tonight I am here with Professor Greenman.
Hello.
Raynwulf and Shimmerfae.
Hello.
Hi.
And Ion the Leprechaun.
Hi, diddly do neighbors.
And Lady Ashlanera.
Hello, everybody.
And Sir Voivode. No, you have to put, yeah, that's right. Well, good evening and welcome everybody. First things first, of course, if you're with us tonight, please like, subscribe, and bluster the bell, by which I mean ring the little bell if you would like to receive notifications of our future shows. And of course, I also want to give actually a shout out to tonight's show sponsor, which is Cultivation Games, and they have all the geeky gaming paraphernalia you could ask for: unusual dice and the related accessories, enamel pins, jewelry, and much more. So you can join the game cult by following the link that is there in the ticker, and of course it should be in the low bar. But I actually am not going to make a promise on that one because now I'm like, did I remember the low bar tonight? So definitely in the ticker though.
So, it looks like the titles from last week.
What? Where? Oh, yeah, that's because I updated it, and it doesn't always update everywhere at the same time. So it's because I forgot to change it, and then I was like, oh no, I forgot to change it, and then I went and changed it, and it just doesn't update everywhere. So
I mean, I just don't want people expecting more pickleballs. That's all.
Nope. Tonight it's Coca-Cola Oreos.
Those are good.
They sure do smell like good. Okay, before we get to the I know everybody's very excited for the Coca-Cola Oreo tasting. I wanted to first though ask all of you, Professor Greenman and Raynwulf and Shimmerfae. We haven't seen you guys in forever. How have you guys been? It's been a hot minute since you were able to get on the show.
It has.
Between a tornado and hurricanes and computer problems, yes, it did take us a bit of time.
Tornado? Don't you mean a faenado?
That's true. I don't want to blame
that. That more glitter.
And then
if it was a faenado,
wipes everything out.
Yep.
Yeah.
My brain is currently just stuck on trying to envision what that is. Is that like what happens? Say all of the fairies in the little army, they line up and they turn with their backsides towards the enemy and they flap their wings really hard? Or is it what happens if a bunch of fae get caught up in a tornado and it's just all wings akimbo and going crazy everywhere? Pixie dust is flying. Like which one of these is the faenado?
Yeah.
Neither one of those.
Oh, really?
No. What it is Mother Nature farted heavily.
Oh, flatulence.
Yes.
I don't know. I feel like it's not very nice to point that out to a lady.
That's true. Sorry, Mom.
Yeah. Here. What do you eat? You eat pixies? Is that what you are saying that you eat, Stormy? Who, by the way, welcome out there, people in the audience. Oh, wait, no. Stormy eats peaches.
Oh, peaches.
Peaches. Look, I'm blaming Amanita for all of that, even though they are not on this screen with us, their presence is felt. So how about you, Voivode? How have you been?
Good. And it's funny you mentioned those Oreos because I just found a Safeway near me that had a bunch. I thought I gotten the last one, but then I walked by a display and there was like, 4 or 5 dozen of the packages. I was like, oh, okay, cool. I can come back and get that later.
Frozen.
The cold weather got to him. No.
Sorry, Lady Ash, how have you been?
I've been preparing for your Bloomday bash.
What?
What?
By preparing for my Bloomday bash, I hope you mean you've been practicing the fairy flash mob dance.
No.
Oh.
But
have you at least made
ready.
the young squire and the knight that are in the household there? Have you made them practice? Because I know they can dance.
I don't know if they've been practicing or not.
I mean, they can leave their friends behind. Their friends don't dance, and if they don't dance,
I was up at Zaralina's last weekend, and they reconstructed my wings.
Yeah. So
they're not falling apart anymore.
You got a wing do.
I did. They have neat ears.
Yeah, so I see. Oh, so everybody's going to look fabulous for the photograph. Well, since you brought it up, and it is, in fact, on the agenda tonight, but since you brought it up, I'll just talk about it right now. So technically, tomorrow is my Bloomday. We're having a hedge game tomorrow, and I'll circle back to that in a second. And then on Saturday, we're having a public. Everybody is invited down to Pier 57 at the waterfront where the giant wheel and the carousel are. And we're going to all have a professional picture taken in front of the carousel so that we can use it for next month's Yuletide card. And then we're going to do a fairy flash mob. I bought the speaker for that today. Should be arriving tomorrow. And I actually want to give a little shout out to folks that helped kick in some money for that, because buying a big speaker is a little more costly than just a little Bluetooth thing. So, but yeah, and then I guess circling back to the hedge gathering tomorrow.
Yes.
Professor, do you want to, or Raynwulf, do you want to enlighten everybody as to why we are gathering in the hedge tomorrow?
Yeah, Professor, why are we gathering?
Curses.
Why are we gathering?
It's something from that semester.
Oh.
We don't know exactly what the heck is happening, but obviously
We're picking the wrong
we're
person.
cursed.
There we go.
The whole idea is try and break it tomorrow.
Try to break the curse on what? You personally?
The Peaceful Hollow Preparatory School for the Magically Inclined.
Yes.
Say that 5 times fast.
That.
No!
That wasn't very
Very
fast.
clever.
Do not pay any attention to this. It's not there.
Not bad.
Yes, so tomorrow evening, gathering at 7:30, and we are going to try to figure out how to break the quest that is on Peaceful Hollow and help out our wonderful friends to the east of us. So if you would like to join in on that, all you have to do is hop into the hedge, which is our Discord. Definitely the links for that are below. And you too are invited to join along in the questing expedition. Speaking of such things, also tomorrow's the 21st. On the 22nd, that's Friday, we are having a Dungeons and Dragons 101 at the store. And so if you are interested in getting into a one-shot campaign, an afternoon campaign, then you can come on down, or you can contact our DM and get all signed up. So let's see here. I think that's it. That covers my official birthday things and our invitation to the hedge tomorrow for Peaceful Hollow.
Yes, so, please come help. Please.
The more the merrier, as they say. So speaking of my birthday, I did mention that the part of the point of having the picture taken at the fairy go round is that we're going to use that to be next month's Yule card that we give away to everybody, to whoever wants one for free. This reminded me today when I was working on this, that, and the other of the Yule Cat Exchange. Does everybody want to do that again this year? Our Yule Cat Sock Exchange this year?
Sure, let's do that again. I might get it right this year.
Yes, definitely.
You disappeared, Rain. Where'd you go? I see just an icon. Ah, there you are. Okay, well, if that is up for everybody's up for doing that, whoa, the more the merrier indeed. Are you coming back, oh boggin abroad? I guess House Brownie. I would like to know. Yeah. So
at least digitally, that would be fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. I agree. Now, I'm very sad that you're stuck there. Are you safe down there? It seems like the weather has been insane everywhere.
Wow. Yep.
I know. I'm just talking to people in the audience. I'm talking to our house, Lou.
Right.
I'm so jealous.
Because you don't have a house, Lou?
Tomorrow.
You should be jealous of not having a house, Lou. Everybody should have a house, Lou, but not everybody does get one. So, okay. I guess that this brings us around, all the way back around to
Excuse me.
the subject everybody was so excited for when we first pushed the button tonight, which was the
What?
yes.
They're pretty.
All right.
Wait,
All
I see
right, Ion.
Wicked. And there's a scene in the Wizard of Oz that talks about these. Oreo, Leo.
So they're red and say Coke on one side, I guess, and classic Oreo shape on the other side. They seem to have.
I've had these already.
Me too.
I won't tell you what it is. There's a bit of a surprise, but it's a good surprise.
They certainly smell like Coke.
I know what it is.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, you first, Ion.
Oh, he's frozen.
What?
No, he isn't.
Come here,
He's
bit.
frozen on my screen. Oh,
You're
no,
frozen
everybody
on
is
my
frozen.
screen.
Oh, that'll be
Maybe we
crunchy.
can
All right.
and then WeiRd.
It tastes pretty good. But then again, I like Coca-Cola. But it's not something I would take in a special trip for.
So I brought milk in my mug that got broke, but the handle got broke off. But I glued it back together. I don't know how sturdy that actually makes it, but I brought milk because you're supposed to dip Oreos in milk, and also I don't like chocolate. So it's my turn now.
It's generally pretty good. It doesn't taste very chocolatey because it tastes like Coke. It's got less bubbles than Coke.
Bubbles.
Not bad.
You'll
It
see
doesn't
what
have
it means.
bubbles.
All right, first with no milk and then with milk because, well, gotta taste
Science.
it just as its baseline. So,
Are there Pop Rocks in here?
I don't know if they're exactly like those, but yes, I think
Yes.
part of the reason they put it in, I believe, is because to give it that, that
Carbonation.
bubbly,
carbonation.
to simulate it, that little popping and bubbling you feel in your mouth when you drink a soda.
Okay. Oh, yeah, it definitely is like Pop Rocks. Right, now with milk. Here we go.
Milk and Pop Rocks.
That's gonna be fun.
You
Wow.
sound like happy.
But
She's like,
other than the Pop Rocks, it just tastes like regular Oreo cream, and I think most of the flavor comes from the actual cookies of the sandwich.
So,
The red part.
well, they definitely taste like Coca-Cola. The Pop Rocks part is kind of cool, if you ask me. They don't taste like anything that I can tell, just more sugar. But I like Pop Rocks, typically speaking, so these are good. But I don't know. I find it weird, and I'm not a chocolate fan. I'm definitely not a fan of the chocolate side, but it's just a little too weird for me, I guess. I don't like them very much. You can have all of my cookies.
Wait, you could split them in half and basically heat.
Just eat the Coke side. Give the chocolate part to Ion.
No, I think I would rather have the rest of the pickleballs and let Ion have all of the cookies.
Yeah.
Well, I've already done plenty of damage to the pickleball supply, so.
I mean, me too. I discovered that the pickleballs are delicious with a sandwich. So it's like having a pickle and a chip all in one, and they're yummy. So I have been eating those with my sandwiches lately. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like these cookies very much. So that's.
Well, like I said, I like them, but I would not go out of my way to buy them.
I would get regular Oreo. I like them. Me personally, I like them. I would still probably choose regular Oreos over them.
Well,
especially
now wash it down
with
Mexican
milk.
Coca-Cola is much better.
Yes, it's made with actual sugar in Mexico.
Yeah, exactly. Rather than
I was hoping it was made with real Coke.
Not the old. It's not like old timey Coke.
not old timey Coke.
You have to go back 132 years to get that.
Would you like to have been on a fly on the wall in development of that version of Coca-Cola? Let's just put cocaine in it.
Well, that's probably actually not too dissimilar from how it happened. I mean, they used to just put cocaine in their drinks back then, like for a little pick-me-up. So they would just have a drink, and then they would put, because it wasn't illegal, so they're just back there, whoop, just putting the cocaine right into their drinks.
Gee, Roger, what do we call it? I don't know, Coke.
If you think that's fun,
originally it was meant as a panacea type medication, good for upset stomach, humors.
That's how Dr.
Everything that they said back at the very early.
Then when people suddenly feel sick again, it's because basically they now have a new addiction.
Minor technical details aside.
Yeah.
Well,
mercury was also supposed to cure everything, so
Well, it more or less did. You just never bothered you again afterward.
If we are referring to candies with substance in it, back in World War II, the Germans would give their tank crews chocolate with methamphetamine in it.
Yep.
Well, that's because
to help keep them going
was a big meth guy, so that's how he worked up those rages in any of his speeches. If you've ever seen him,
I figured it was because he was constipated, but that's me.
I just thought German always sounded that way.
You saying that, Lolly, though, reminded me of those videos that people take from, I can't even remember what the movie is, but it's World War II. It's got Hitler going, just ranting and raving at a bunch of his men, and so many people made edits of that. There's one where he's talking about how
I know what you're talking about. Let's not talk about him anymore. I shouldn't have said anything. That was my bad. I'm sorry.
No worries.
I mean, I'm happy to talk more about Coca-Cola Oreos, but you know, maybe not so much that guy.
Cola.
I thought it was neat that they did the pop rock thing because it does make, it kind of makes your brain think, oh yeah,
it does
like
change
the soda.
experience.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So one of the things that I like about Pop Rocks that I did experience with these Oreos, these subpar Oreos. So when you eat Pop Rocks, I don't know about anybody else, but I hear them like inside my ear, like they're popping in my mouth, and I hear them. And so when I ate the Oreo and it was popping, I could hear it inside of my head, like popping, as opposed to on the outside of my ears, but inside my ears. And that I thought that was pretty cool.
Bone conduction.
Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, I have a pair of headphones that are bone conducting headphones. They don't actually sit on the ear. They actually sit like right here in front of the ear and uses your bone to.
Those.
It's actually pretty freaking cool, I think.
I mean, yeah, for sure. As far as technological eel.
It's sort of why our voices never sound like they do recorded to us. Like just weird.
I agree. I think my recorded voice sucks.
Bone conduction is why when you hear your voice recorded, it does not sound the way it does in your own head.
Yeah. Because you're hearing your own voice
that.
through bone conduction when you speak, but when you hear a recording, it's how everyone else hears it.
Well, if that's the case, why don't you hear your voice twice? If you hear it once when the air passes over your vocal cords and you hear that inside of your head, why do you not hear the sound of your voice second when it actually comes out of your mouth?
The speed of sound is 600 plus miles per hour.
You are hearing it twice. More if there's an echo.
More what?
If there's an echo. Because you hear it also every time it bounces off a wall. You just train not to pay attention to most sounds you hear.
Right.
It doesn't ever sound like I'm hearing my own voice twice when I talk.
No.
Because the difference in time is very small.
My feet are so cold.
And then your brain is programmed to drown out everything else it doesn't want to pay attention to.
Ow! Oh, I'm gonna have a bruise on my knee. Whew.
Oh, honey.
You're injuring yourself again.
I was trying to tuck my feet. The guy forgot to put socks on, and so I was trying to tuck my feet up under my legs, but then that makes me cross-legged, and then I don't fit in my chair as well. But I tried to do it anyway and scoot into my desk, and well,
I realized folly.
I just realized I misspoke. It is not 600 miles per hour, 600 feet per second.
Per second.
Yeah,
these are statistics I do not know off the top of my head.
It's a lot.
It's fast.
Well, yeah.
I mean, it's slow compared to light, but it's fast.
Well, it's got to be fast because when other people talk, it seems like there's almost no time between them saying a thing and you just immediately hear it. So that has to be very fast.
It's like watching fireworks from a distance. You'll see the flash before you hear the boom.
Yep. Lightning and thunder.
Yep. And Professor, it's 750 miles per hour.
Per hour?
In the atmosphere, yes. The speed of sound varies depending on the medium it's traveling through, but it's roughly 750 miles per hour in the atmosphere.
Thank you.
Which is about 1 mile every 5 seconds.
The more you know.
Right?
Somehow this is going to come in handy. Somehow, this knowledge.
It's about
Next
1,000.
Now
trip
and then,
tonight.
no.
It'll come in handy next trip tonight.
It's like those pictures of Mickey Mouse. Haha, it's a secret tool that we'll find handy later. Haha.
Musket tools.
Nope. So, adding to my list of things that I do not like.
Musket tools. They're useful.
Bruising your leg.
I do not like Mickey
the
Mouse.
musket tool must know the future because it knows what you need. And within the next 20 minutes.
I don't like Mickey Mouse. I don't know if it's his voice. I mean, I don't think that unless we're talking about super old Mickey Mouse, I don't think that there's anything particularly inherently offensive about the mouse. But for some reason, it just really annoys me. Sort of like the Muppets. I don't like the Muppets.
Has it ever occurred to you that it's weird that a mouse has a dog for a pet?
Is Pluto a dog?
Yep.
Are you sure?
Yep.
It's Goofy is the one we're not sure
about. The one where we're not sure.
Although it's also believed Goofy is a dog.
Well, it's funny because they both have a friend, a duck, who is an exhibitionist because all he's wearing is a shirt. And a hat.
Except when he gets a shower and he wraps a towel around his waist.
It's not a...
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the collar, yeah.
I feel like this is an accurate description of yourself. I say actually with true affection. Oh, I like Five-Hole. Everybody likes Five-Hole.
The Mousekowitzes are a great family.
Yes, and now I'm trying to think of their song where they both look up in the sky, they see the
somewhere out there.
Somewhere out there.
You saying you don't like this song where they say there are no cats in America?
There's no cats in America.
The streets are made of cheese.
When that movie came out, my folks bought like 3 of the Five-Hole stuffed mouse that were like this big. He had it had everything on him. He had the floppy hat, the big baggy shirt on it. It was actually really cool to see. And it's kind of one of those. It's weird. It's kind of one of those almost like it wasn't stuffed all the way with fluff, so it was made to kind of look more floppy, I guess.
Oh, I was like, why would they have a stuffed animal that's not stuffed?
I mean,
it was stuffed.
Weirder.
Yeah,
I haven't seen the sequel. I don't think.
So, in the sequel, they go to the Wild West, which is only like 50 years before they arrived in the first movie.
Oh yeah, Five-Hole Goes West. I vaguely remember that. That's just the title.
Oh, when they arrived in the first movies, they were like what in the 1920s?
They arrived in Ellis Island,
and then they went back in time.
Somehow, I don't know. I haven't seen the second one. I just know that it's in the Wild West. That's like traveling back in time for 50 years or so.
Well, it is a little bit because obviously everybody knows that the East Coast is ahead of the West Coast in time. So clearly, they were just waiting. They got ahead of the westward march, you see, and so as they went west, the time zones just hadn't caught up with them yet.
That makes sense.
So what you're saying is it should have been called Traveling Back in Time, and then therefore Huey Lewis and the News would get more royalties because of their song. Gonna go back in time.
I don't know.
I'm just saying Doc Brown's in the movie somewhere.
The more you know.
I don't know anything about this Huey Lewis and the News business, back in time business. I don't know what that's a reference to.
Okay.
It's a song. I think that's one of the lines from it. Was like, "Gonna go back in time."
Oh, well, okay. Now I kind of want to know, but because I do not know more.
Meaning another cookie.
No, that would be this.
Yeah, like saying it backwards. So you are coming over for my birthday this weekend, right, Servo Road?
Yes, so I'm gonna be coming with Phoenix. Though I don't know, did you see that post he put on the Book of Faces? Something happened to a friend of his, so I don't know.
Yeah.
I am aware of that, but I haven't heard that it's impacting any of the plans.
I didn't think it would be, but it's just one of those things I was worried about him.
I'm asking because I want to know if you've been practicing your magic dance.
It's not it's not 8:30 yet, so I can't use swear words. But no, I have not yet.
What? Wait,
I
what did
will.
you say?
I said I have not yet.
Because when you said it's not 8:30 yet, I was like, it's not that kind of a dance.
No. I was going to use colorful and outlandish language on why I didn't do it yet. But since it wasn't 8:30, I edited myself.
Well, I appreciate that. That's what I appreciate about you.
You gotta be able to do the bat tootsie.
So what we should say is everybody needs to go watch that video and practice it and be very Terpsichorean.
Be very what?
Terpsichorean.
What does Terpsichorean mean?
Dance like.
All right, I'm looking it up. It's not that I don't believe you.
Oh, I got something I want to show. So I had ordered some stuff from this company called Kraken Dice, and they sent some free stuff in it, and one of them was this sheet of stickers.
Hold on. Kraken Dice or Crack and Dice?
Kraken as
Not
in
the second one.
monster.
The second one you want to go to on the east end. No, Kraken as in the Kraken.
Let loose the Kraken.
Yes.
Got it. Well, after our previous conversation, I felt like it was good to have a little clarity right there because I heard you say Crack and Dice.
One of thing to the anyway. So one of the free things they sent me was a sheet of stickers that had various objects that are are specifically not supposed to be mimics, but they clearly are, with a sign that says not a mimic.
Hey,
I can't read it because
have you heard about the D&D curse you can give your players? It's anytime they investigate something, it turns into a mimic.
I don't know about that first one that looks like a chair with a giant tongue coming out of the seat. That seems like
that's
one of them's a D20, right?
That's what I'm trying to say. Is that thing okay to show on TV?
I like the cauldron one. There's the chest, of course, a book. This is the company's little symbol, obviously, because it's Kraken. So.
Is the middle one that D20? That's a mimic?
Yes, it is. I'm assuming the mouth is the 20.
Yeah, I would assume so. It could be a 1.
You'd think so, yeah, but
you rolled a 1 and now you get a mimic.
Mm-hmm. What's funny is these came in a package from a company called Kraken Dice. I had bought. They have actually these knit hats that surprisingly fit me very well, and I will probably never buy another knit hat from anyone else. And I lost my original, so I decided I'm going to go ahead and order 2 of them from it. And then they said, hey, here's some free stuff that comes with it, too. It's like, I love stickers. I have things I can put stickers on.
Yes.
It's a cool deal.
Free things.
Yes. I also even have it wasn't from Kraken, but I also have these 6-sided, they look like 6-sided dice that have on 3 sides mimic, and on the other 3 sides not a mimic. So if you want to determine if it's a mimic or not, you just roll the dice. Mimic or not a mimic.
You can't, huh?
Yeah.
So what I like about the curse that I heard about, where anytime a character gets cursed, right? What you do is every time they investigate an object, it becomes a mimic. This makes them more paranoid, so they investigate more stuff.
Okay, I like that, doing that to a
Remove
character.
curse immediately.
Well, but they don't know they've been cursed. Just,
I think they'll figure it out.
or they'll
They
think
could,
they're lots of mimics. Or they're lucky at finding mimics. Who knows?
Raynwulf, when you get back to the school, investigate.
Oh Lord.
At your own risk, I guess. I'm just over here taking notes. Don't worry about me.
Yeah, we're gonna get people telling stories from your game, going like, the visit to the bathroom was the worst thing we ever experienced.
Oh,
You're like, what? I just
No, Giselle.
that is an awesome bidet you guys have. It's not a bidet.
What?
Oh, don't.
Oh no.
That reminds me about this sci-fi thing that I used to watch. The spaceship was alive, and that's how the toilets worked. It would clean you off.
Oh, was that Farscape?
It was Lex, actually. It was the one I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, that was a weird show. Really weird.
I have no
it's
point of
good.
reference. I have not seen it. That is all I can say. I don't know what made me. I don't know. I think I have a thing that I have been waiting to say, and I don't know what made me originally think of it, but it has nothing to do with any of these topics. It doesn't have to do with mimics or what. Lady Ash's fault.
I mean, I'm saying you're down there. You're not in.
Well, it's because I had to embiggen you, and you have to be in that position on the screen if you want to be embiggened.
I know. Well, okay.
Oh, but you're saying now you're done, and you want your spot back.
Good. I want my spot back.
You didn't actually say any of those words. I mean, you didn't even do an interpretive dance for me. Like,
wow.
Not even with the bad tootsie.
You have to learn the moves in the dance. That's right.
If he wants a spot back, roll a d10.
What?
If he wants a spot back, roll a d10.
Roll a d10. That's right.
From this angle.
Where'd your head go? What are you doing? You're sinking.
Hiding.
I will be performing the rest of the show this way. Look. The voivode, the head of voivode.
Let me guess, you can't.
Just ahead. Get back up here in this screen.
Okay, fine.
Or I'll embiggen you and I'll leave you that way.
At least until article's done.
Oh no. Wow, I didn't realize that was a threat, but now that I know that it is.
Right.
Oh.
Wait. I see this as a way to get rid of dross. You have to buy your way in.
I remember what I was going to say. So here we go. I'm very disappointed that nobody has participated in our food drive for this month. It's competition between the academy houses. So you need to get food, bring it with you so you can put it into the box, or you need to take your donation to someplace and get a receipt and submit it so that we know that you did it. Because I'm going to make
What if they're
buttons.
bringing it to your celebration?
How do we do it?
Well, if they're bringing it, then they can put it into the box at the store.
That was my plan.
That's probably me.
Uh-oh.
Get that for delivery.
I'm going to make house crest buttons for all the people that participated of the winning house. So you guys over there who are far away.
Yes.
Wait. Yes, that's right.
Yes.
You can participate in our food drive by donating food and getting a receipt from wherever you donate it to.
Easy enough to do.
Where do we go to?
I'll take care of it, Ray.
I mean,
Take note of it. Thank you.
Usually you can go almost to any big store. Will take the stuff. Places like grocery stores always have food drives this time of year.
There is a food bank just about a mile down the road.
Oh, and they'll probably give you a receipt too.
Yes.
Excellent.
Geez, that's handy dandy.
So I have a thing I was going to talk about while you were looking through articles.
By all means.
Before she looks in articles, real quick, Lolly,
yes.
on the sheet with the articles, 2 entries down from the one that was highlighted in yellow, all of those are new. So, because you were asking about that last week, which ones were new ones?
Okay, I will. I wasn't actually quite looking at articles yet, but now maybe I will. I was actually looking on. I was looking at the agenda, is what I was doing. So,
but it's
you
not
can still
real.
look at these, huh?
What were you going to talk about, Ion?
Oh, so I almost submitted this article, but then I decided it wasn't that weird. It was just a useful app. Now, it was reporting on a phone app for people's magical pixie mirror devices that detects if milk is sour.
Can't you just smell it?
It doesn't need to be opened. It's called Vibe Milk. It shakes the milk container to find out if the milk is gone bad.
Does that work with any kind of milk container?
I don't know. I didn't read the article in that much detail. I just decided it wasn't weird enough to make the things I sent.
We have stuff.
Wait.
It just seemed kind of useful, actually. Because then you could, like, go to a discount store.
You're telling me that basically to find out if it's sour, you do a milkshake.
Yes.
Okay, that is actually kind of funny.
Okay, wait. Say that again.
Milk is sour.
The app is called Vibe Milk, and it shakes the milk container.
I want Professor Greenman to say what he said. Something about a milkshake. Oh wait. Oh no.
Ion said in order to determine if it's sour, you just have to do a milkshake.
Oh, I saw the end of your dragon tail. Lady Ash. You yawned and I saw all the way to the end of your tail.
I'm tired. There's lots of things today.
So I don't understand why you need this app, I guess, is my thing. Milk has an expiry date on it. So just don't buy milk that is past its expiry date.
Well, and you could go to discount stores and then just double check without opening it before you put it in your cart.
What do you mean double check without opening it? Whoever opens the milk in the store to check it?
They don't.
Well,
and you don't have to with this app.
You don't have to anyway. There's an expiry date on the milk. Even at a discount store, there's an expiry date on the milk.
Actually, most of them are just a best buy date.
Yeah, My thought is, if you're shaking it and it goes something like, I'm probably going to determine it's bad.
Yeah.
If it sounds like you're swishing cheese in liquid, it's probably bad. You don't need an app for it.
Ew. Ew.
That's how she's made.
Molly's actually drinking milk, and I think that's the worst time to be talking about milk.
If your milk has the consistency of a Baby Bell margarita, do not drink it.
If your milk,
Yeah,
I
you-
want to add
you
on
do
that. If
do
your
that.
milk resembles one of those little net bags of Baby Bells, it's probably pretty bad.
If your milk,
So this topic is not supposed to be interesting enough to keep you from looking through articles.
But you just
Oh.
you do.
I guess because I just can't get over the supposed need for this app. It just seems like
it is
somebody was
free.
like, I know, but it's free for you to download, and then as soon as you get in there, they'll be like, to use this service and unlock it, you must be a subscriber. Just like, for the most useless app. It's fooling people, making them think they need it by its mere existence. Oh my God, there's a milk souring app. I must need that. How else would I know if my milk was sour?
I wonder if you needed to put in settings like what the container is made out of. Is it 1%, 2% skim, whole?
I don't know, but I think it's a farce.
Never
I think somebody's making money off this somehow. End of the tail.
It's an ad from Big Milk.
It's almost pumpkin time. I don't know what to tell you.
What do you mean almost? It's only 8:30.
I'm old.
What name? I'm gonna slap you.
Hey,
Oh.
trying to make milk?
So you think this app is a scam from Big Milk?
Well, I think that it might do the thing that it proclaims to do. I just think that it's a scam because it's a useless thing. You don't actually need an app to tell you this. Like, all you have to do is look at the date already on your milk. Nobody opens their milk at the store. And if you are at home and you're not sure, open your milk and sniff it.
But what if sniffing bad milk makes you gag?
Open
And then you don't want to do it.
when you pick it up. See if there's a milk line on the inside.
You're waiting that long.
You can also check the milk by just pouring a little bit into a cup that isn't going to be drunk necessarily. And if it's chunky, don't drink it.
Yeah. I mean, there's so many ways to tell if your milk is bad.
Take your pick.
And
Bad
also,
milk. Bad.
and if you really, really don't know, go ahead and take a drink. It won't kill you.
So
I
what?
guarantee you'll know after
If
that.
you wish you were dead.
Let's brainstorm better uses for an app called Vibe Milk.
Vibe Milk app you could use to determine whether the milk that you're buying can be turned into milkshakes easily. Boom. Or cheese, one of the two. Either way, I'm winning.
Vibe Milk. the app that automatically foams your milk for the perfect latte.
Yeah.
All right. I dig that.
Let's see. Vibe Milk for when you don't want to shake your baby's formula. Come on now. You can't just put all this on Lord Voivode and us. Myself. You guys.
Wait,
come on.
I got one. Vibe Milk.
Go.
When you want to determine whether you're kind of vibe with that person across the way instead of sending them a drink.
I like Bjorn's answer to bring the boys to the yard.
Buy milk when you're gonna bring the boys to the yard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Is it after 8:30? Well, it's almost 8:30 because I was like, I was over here like vibe milk for happy cows.
Well, you know, one, it's bad. Two, it's not milk.
It's important to have happy cows.
I've got to wait till
Happy cow.
Happy cow, happy milk.
I didn't think of another use, but I came up with a tagline. Ta 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 da. Ta 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 da.
I don't get it.
Tatas.
No.
Oh no.
What he's saying is this app has been in existence for years in strip clubs.
That was pretty good.
I dig it. I like that.
Came up with that one. Oh, wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Why are you so tired, Lady Ash?
I just flew into the Portland area and I'm just exhausted.
Wait, you did what?
No, I'm just kidding. I'm saying I flew dragonflies into the Portland area and I'm exhausted. No, and we're going to the gym.
Oh.
Yeah,
Cool.
like 3 miles on the thing today, and I'm just tired.
Well, that's so good.
It's tiring. It makes me a very tired queen.
Well, yeah, that's what happens with exercise. It's true.
Yeah.
But glider, they're not there. Oh, to go on to what Ion said with his last vibe milk thing. A while back, I was looking up various slang terms from the Victorian era, and apparently one of them was called Cupid's kettle drums, which was the Victorian slang for a woman's attributes.
Her vast tracts of land.
Wait. Okay, yeah, it's 8:31. Boobs. It was in reference to women's boobs.
Right?
Cupid's what drums? His kettle drums?
Cupid's kettle drums.
Boy, I can guarantee you if somebody tried to use them as a kettle drum, their face would be Cupid's kettle drums next.
My thought is what does Cupid have? I know, he strikes people to like fall in love and stuff, but what does Cupid have anything to do about it?
Motorboats hadn't been invented yet.
Oh yeah, that's also so Cupid and romantic. I can't think of anything I love more.
If that's the case, then if the motorboats had been invented yet at that point, then I just can't see someone going like, "Excuse me, dear lady, would you allow me to rowboat? Cupid's kettle drums." Well, yeah, because no motorboating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anyway, so article.
Yeah, this all was supposed to be uninteresting enough that she could look.
Yeah, that's what you guys are feeling. Can I share with you guys what I did yesterday before I do?
How I have from here?
I'm trying to show you.
Sure.
I mean, I did post about it, so it's not like a huge surprise or anything, but I do think it was pretty cool. So, kind of want to share in person. Wrong one.
I can blur it back now.
Whatever. Okay. This is what I did yesterday. I officially made the deck of the
Those
spell
look
cards.
cool. Those look cool.
Yeah, thank you. Of the spell cards for the Magic Wand dueling. And so this is just a level 1 deck. And I have almost completed the level 2. And I have yet to start on the level 3s, but it is in process. So if you are looking to have your own deck of cards for the Magic spell dueling, this is it right here. I actually already sold one, bam, today. So very excited about that. Yes, and I just wanted to show you guys because I'm very proud. I think they look very cool. And Han, who is the artist that did the design, they actually did the art, but it was very collaborative with them, they're a wonderful artist to work with. So, and I just
Professor, I think the school needs them.
What?
Yes, I agree. We will be placing an order for 2 decks.
Well, then there you go.
School needs them. Definitely.
I actually had to order more paper, so because I was getting running low on my card stocks, but I feel very good about it. So I thought I would share that with everybody, and I've got at least one article picked out, and I kind of need there's such thing as a Sasquatch hotspot. What?
So where all the Wi-Fi is for the forest creatures?
Yeah.
I was just reading this. Bigfoot is heard whooping and screaming in a Connecticut Sasquatch hotspot. Are we sure? Like he's just out there like, ooh, ooh. What?
There's flashing lights. There's music.
It's just practice.
Bigfoot sitting there going. Whoop.
Okay, I do not want to hear about those monkeys that are still on the loose. So I'm just going to delete that one. Let's see. What is up with all the... Okay, let's see.
This time I've remembered my timer.
Oh, yes, you found the timer, and now you can do the time from now on. I like that much better. Let's see. All right, you guys, here it is. So, speaking of milk, article number 1. Man arrested in the UK in a UK cheese heist where imposters stole $389,000 worth of cheddar.
What did it choose? How cheese to steal?
He just wanted some cheddar.
I want some cheddar, yo. Give me some cheddar.
Team cheddar, I guess.
It's nacho cheddar. Versus a Georgia city will blow up an old hotel to greet 2025. So if you want to hear about, I guess, the cheese heist, press number 1. And if you want to hear about exploding a hotel, press number 2. Ion, please start the timer. Yeah, I don't have to do it anymore. That's so good.
You did it the one time.
I know. I did it like 3 times. What are you talking about?
You
And
did more
every
than
time,
once.
I couldn't remember how long the timers lasted because I never officially counted them. And anyway, Ion is much better with time than I am. So we will let him be in charge of the time. I definitely live on fairy time. All right. Oh, I see some votes. I see some votes out there.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop.
Yep. But I see more people watching than I see votes in the audience. So you guys better put your votes in. If you want to hear about the cheese heist, press number 1. And if you want to hear about blowing up a hotel, press number 2. No, you do not get to vote. Not unless there's a tie.
I just put my tiebreaker in there just in case.
No. That,
Yeah.
no. He tries to vote every time.
I do. I was voting.
Time's up.
All right. So it looks like we've got 1 for 1 and 2 for 2, which means
It's about the hotel.
it's about
2 in.
Really, you guys don't want to hear why somebody was stealing almost $400,000 worth of cheddar? Because I kind of want to know the answer to that, but I guess we're going to read about a city blowing, or not a city.
That wasn't my fault.
He wanted to make $300,000 worth of fondue in one pot.
Maybe he has a grilled cheese stand.
Yeah.
Maybe he's a grilled cheese guy.
$400,000 even look like? How much cheese is that? Like,
It's got to be some high. It's got to be some high quality cheddar.
If it comes in wheels, then it can become your escape vehicle.
For a 4-pound block is $14.
do you remember when we did that one article about the place where they do the annual cheese roll down the hill?
Yeah.
When we read that article, like, no, that's a crazy idea right there. Let's see.
That's a pancake kind of race too.
What?
No, they take cheese wheels
Or
and they roll them
Franken.
down the hill,
Thank you,
and it's
Snow.
very dangerous.
I don't know if we have any.
So
I
a
know we
Georgia
have
city will blow up an old hotel to greet 2025. Well, I guess that's the hotel that's gonna kiss it goodbye. Na 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 na. Hey hey hey. Let's see. One Georgia city will welcome 2025 with a larger than average bang. Is it Macon or Mason? Bibb County Commission on Tuesday approved a plan to implode a vacant 16-story hotel at midnight on New Year's Eve. Whatever. The county spent $4.5 million last year to buy the hotel in a federal bankruptcy proceeding. The city-county agreed on Tuesday to hire a demolition firm to blow up the building at a cost of $2.6 million. Local news outlets report. We acquired this property to blow it up. The hotel was opened in 1970, and its guests included Elvis. But it was never a financial success. Most notably, the New York Banking Department seized the hotel in 1991, saying it was one asset that was part of a fraud and money laundering scheme linked to the Bank of Credit and Commerce International. The bank was accused of helping Saddam Hussein hide Iraqi oil profits and backing Oliver North's arms deals with Iran. Last operating as the Ramada Plaza, the hotel of the northern edge of the downtown Mason block from the Ocmulgee River, has stood vacant since it closed in 2017.
According to the House Lewis in Macon.
Okay. The building was designed by noted architect Morris Lapidus, famous for Miami Beach hotels, including the Fontainebleau, but Miller said it isn't structurally sound and can't be renovated. We're going to spend a little money to tear that thing down, Miller said, but what you'll see replacing that will be 100 times of what it's doing right now. What? That sentence doesn't make sense. Okay. The mayor said the city hasn't decided on how the land will be used, but that the site could contribute to a larger redevelopment of Macon's riverfront. But first, the contract. What? Sorry, my ear itches. Okay. The contractor and the city have to manage the demolition. Russ Henry, a member of the vestry that oversees Christ Episcopal Church, less than 2 blocks from the hotel, said the congregation is worried that any explosion could damage the church's historic sanctuary that was built in 1851. Henry said that the church doesn't oppose the demolition plan, but asked local government to move cautiously, noting that the church has historic stained glass windows and is celebrating its 200th anniversary next year. It's an eyesore to the whole community. We would love to have something else there, Henry said. We just want to make sure that our church doesn't get blown up on our bicentennial. Hey, going out with a bang, right? Miller said nearby property owners will be contacted for discussions in the coming weeks, saying he wants to protect them. I like this. Like, the people, they've already decided, they've hired the demolitions company. This is going to happen, but we're going to contact you guys for discussions about what? Now.
There's supposed to be a hotel shuttering kaboom.
Well, and if the hotel's 200 years old, but it was built in 1851, I don't understand that map. Is that New Georgia map? Like,
yeah.
We're in 2024.
1851, 1951, so that's 100 years.
Yeah.
And
we're
then
in 2024. So we're short about 26 years.
Something like that.
Okay, well, New Georgia map, that's fine. New Georgia calendar, I don't know.
I believe what it is while it was built in 1851, the church actually existed before then.
What's the name of the church?
Is not surprising.
Ooh, I don't know. Maybe it's just, an approximate. I don't know. Let's see. You guys are supposed to talk while I'm looking at things, and you're supposed to talk about boring things so that I don't get distracted. Well,
I want to look at the church, but I don't remember the name of it.
A hand drill is very boring.
That's true.
Indeed, it is.
Let's see. Some beetles are boring.
Boring beetles is true.
Boring things. So let's see.
I don't believe that. Some beetles are bold.
Is this broadcast?
Let's see. No, I just saw something. Oh, I know. So I wanted to I wanted to placate Stormy here, and just Stormy really wanted to know. And I to be honest, I kind of really want to know how they did. So I'm not going to read the whole article, but I was going to go ahead and screen through this here. Okay, the theft involved a fraudulent buyer posting as a legitimate wholesale distributor for a major French retailer, with the cheese delivered before the discovery of the fraudulent identity. The thief made off with 950 wheels, over 22 metric tons, roughly 48,500 pounds of Hayford, Westcombe, and Pitchfork cheddar. The wheels came from 3 different artisan suppliers across England and Wales. Between them, these cheeses have won numerous awards and are amongst the most sought-after artisan cheeses in the UK. The crime cuts deep. Cheddar, which originated in a village by the same name in Somerset, England, is the best-selling cheese in the UK and a big source of national pride.
We're talking about cheese.
Right? Let's see.
I like cheese.
Me too.
The cost of the crime. Well, what was the cost of the crime?
I love cheese.
I love some cheese. Oh, a net loss of almost $400,000, $389,000. Huh. Look at all the cheese, you guys.
So they fraudulently accepted an order and had the cheeses delivered.
Yes.
But didn't pay for them.
And yes, and then it was discovered that the account they delivered it to would be a fraud account, but now the cheese is already gone.
Huh?
It was wheeled away.
Ion.
Yes, the Christchurch in Macon was founded in 1825, so...
So it wasn't 1850.
No, I guess they got their... Hold on.
1851.
This is gonna mess my searching algorithm all up looking at this search.
Okay. I think that this. I think that this Bigfoot screaming one might have to.
Does it occur to anyone that cheese is basically milk loaf?
Yeah.
Ion, what are you doing? These are not Gouda. These jokes are not Gouda.
Did you know that Edam cheese is the only one that's made backwards?
Yes. I was gonna say I'm breezing through it.
Oh my God! No, you're not. All right, it's time we switch topics. So,
okay. The church didn't actually open for services until 1834. It was consecrated in 1838. So their 200-year history is false.
you're big mad about it.
I kind of feel for him that, because you expect accuracy. So it's like, that's what, 200 years off?
No, it was made in 1834. Was when it was open for services. I guess it took them like 9 years to build it. Seems like a long time. How big is this church? It was consecrated in 1838. And then they tore it down and then replaced it in 1851.
So technically, it's not even the original building?
No. No, it's not.
I mean, so
the congregation was founded in 1825.
Build it again, then it'll be fine.
Maybe it's one of those wibbly wobbly timey wimey things.
I don't know. So we played Cards Against Supernatural last weekend.
What?
And we played Cards Against Supernatural instead of Cards Against Humanity.
Oh.
There's all the Supernatural TV show references. Except one of them had the card background. The back of the card was correct. But it had a Doctor Who reference in it.
Oh,
Fish fingers and custard.
Because what?
This is the first thing the 11th Doctor eats when he meets Amy Pond.
Fish sticks and custard, which is a terrible mix.
I wouldn't want to eat it, no. But that's not a Supernatural reference. It's a Doctor Who reference.
There's a mix-up.
Yeah. Someone printed the card incorrectly.
Wait.
Wow, it just got put in the wrong box, I think.
No, it had the back of the card said Cards Against Supernatural.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Maybe that's the
So
point.
just a misprint then.
Time Lord card in a different deck.
I don't know.
That makes sense.
And the cards don't really work with the phrases. It was not very much fun.
No.
We quickly switched to a different game.
So, Bigfoot heard whooping and screaming in a Connecticut Sasquatch hotspot versus unlikely whoa, 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 caught in a bad bromance between a goat and a tiger, soon to end as mating season approaches. If you would like to hear about the screaming, whooping Bigfoot in Connecticut, press number 1. And if you would like to hear about the tiger-goat bromance, press number 2. Ion, please start the timer.
Get my tiebreaker in there early.
If they're talking about every time they keep on saying Bigfoot, whooping, and hotspot, I do go back to my original statement of a Bigfoot going like.
He's got a wave.
Yeah.
He's partying.
It's like that one. It's like that one meme. It's like Belle's father was crazy. He just came into the tavern raving, and he's like from Beauty and the Beast. Oh, ow, that hurt.
Stormy, you're gonna have to tell me how I can get my TikToks. over 1,000. I'm sitting at like 697 or something ridiculous. Just got to get over that hump. Because I can't go live unless I have 1,000 followers. So
Hump.
I can't follow you more than once.
You're a
I'm
little
sorry.
TikTok hump.
Everybody go to TikTok and follow Queen Lolly.
What?
TikTok.
What?
I said, everybody go to TikTok and follow Queen Lolly.
I did. I have.
I've done
think
so.
He does.
All you people watching out there.
That's everything. Follow Queen Lolly.
She will
Time
post
out.
a video. If you follow her, she will post a video of a dance club.
I'm like,
Bigfoot.
careful, because you're describing me. The Bigfoot. Okay, the Bigfoot Dance Club. Okay.
It's not that he's blurry; he's just surrounded by smoke and lights and stuff.
Oh, okay.
No, that's the ecstasy.
All night long, I have been able to smell these just sitting next to me. I hate it. I hate that they're just wafting. And I don't like the smell. I didn't like the taste. I don't like the smell. And here we go.
You could drink more milk.
Yeah, I like my milk vibrated. I have three votes for number one. So.
It's the milk you're getting from the big
ground.
Everyone wants to know about the Sasquatch hotspot.
You have 581 followers and you can go live? What? Why can't I go live?
When was the last time you tried to go live?
You need a Bigfoot.
A long time ago, actually. So, all right. Maybe it's not going live that I can't do. Maybe it's joining other people's live streams that they're doing. I don't know. It's been a minute since I looked. I'll be honest. Here we go. Oh no. Where's my little ad blocker? Come here. Okay. Gotta turn the ad blocker off. Here we go. Connecticut Sasquatch hotspot. Oh. Is it just where all the Sasquatches get together? Oh,
told you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But what's happening right here? Let's see. I wish these ads would go away. And where's the sound? Here we go. Oh, there we go. Haha.
Oh, I thought this was an article.
It is an article.
Oh, okay. There's just a video with it.
So, there was a video, and the video is like showing a Sasquatch, but now it's all frozen. The believers in Bigfoot have long struggled to. I just am wondering, like, they just like film a monkey, and then they're like, "Aha, here it is." However, a wild new TikTok video filmed by this person in Oklahoma claims to be the clearest footage of Sasquatch to date. Huh. I wonder if there's a link. I wonder how do I get out of this? Okay, here we go. He was only showing off his wild side. Bigfoot was caught making a ruckus in Connecticut's. What does this have to do with Oklahoma? Connecticut's Sasquatch hotspot last year, according to a recent report by the Bigfoot Field Research Organization. A Fairfield County resident heard the hairy giant's screaming / long duration whooping just after midnight on October 17, 2023. And this is an old article. Wait, no, it isn't. This article was published this year. It took them a year to get this into the news. What? Sparking a barking dog frenzy and sending owls into a terrified silence. This voice had quite a bit of power behind it, and I could tell it was carried over a distance. I would rough guesstimate at least 2 clicks, which is 1.25 miles from my coordinates. The anonymous witness said in a report, which was published this summer, the yowie howls. What's a yowie? Is that a different name for Bigfoot? I've never heard that name.
I believe it refers to the type of howl.
But it's capitalized. So that implies that it's something. So the yowie howls emitted from a forest area near the town of Monroe and lasted up to 10 terrifying minutes, according to witnesses. The alleged Bigfoot would yelp for roughly 10 seconds and halt before repeating the pattern, which the reporter claims matches other Sasquatch recordings captured and shared on YouTube. All the dogs in the area started barking at once when the vocalizations ended. Normally, there are many owls in the area. When I had gone outside previously, I could hear them, the witness stated, adding that they were certain the noises did not come from a coyote, bobcat, cougar, or fox. When I had noticed the vocalizations had ended, it was probably a good 10 minutes before I could hear the owls again. According to BFRO investigator and founder Matthew Moneymaker, I'm sorry.
Yowie seems to be the name of Australia's Bigfoot.
Yeah, that's what I just looked up too.
Okay. Okay. I just think it's funny that, like, the person who apparently founded the Bigfoot Hunting Society his last name is Moneymaker. Because, anyway. So, and I mean, and when they say, like, is it abuse when they say shake your moneymaker? Like, if his wife is like,
take a moneymaker syndrome.
He's got a dump truck out there.
The report wasn't shared for nearly a year because it was a sound-only report, but a probe found the claims credible enough to land a Class B categorization. The incident occurred with close proximity to a railroad bed and powering route that extends to locations of other sightings, including one from February 2022, in which a woman allegedly saw a very tall, large, all-black, upright figure chasing 30 deer through her backyard in Bethel. My first thought was that this is either a person or a Bigfoot. It did a quick check. This was either a person or what, lady? Like a bear? You think a bear was just running on its hind legs chasing deer through your backyard? I guess could be, maybe. It was either a person or a deer. Like what? Okay. If it resembled a person, what else would it be? Okay, so anyway, I did a quick checklist in my head and I ruled out person. What was her internal head checklist? I really want to know the answer to that question. Like, covered entirely in fur, not a person. Arms that are knuckle dragging, not a person. I don't know. Like, and who walks around with just like a quick mental Bigfoot versus human checklist in their head? Okay. It was solid black from head to toe with no color differences. It was also too large to be a person. Have you ever seen Shaquille O'Neal? I had a size comparison with the deer. Ran just past it. The black figure was about 2.5 times the height of the deer torso. So it must have been between 8 and 10 feet tall. Moneymaker said the October 2023 incident.
You saw that?
What?
I don't know.
So it was deemed credible after ruling that a species known in the area would not have been able to emit the strange unidentified sound that was reported. I contacted the witness to make sure the person was real and whether or not more sounds were heard at the location. He heard a loud howling sound that is distinct from other animals, but consistent with a Bigfoot. Okay, somebody get me a link to a Bigfoot howl, because I want to hear what it's supposed to sound like. Let's see. It happened in the area with a history of sightings extending back decades. The area has the main ingredient present at other sighting locations, an abundance of deer in the area. The sighting marks the 5th Sasquatch sighting in Fairfield County since 1953. Connecticut is seemingly a playground for Sasquatches, with 25 total sightings reported over the past 7 decades, according to BFRO. Litchfield has the most sightings of any county with 11, the most recent of which occurred in the summer of 2022. A retired police officer reported hearing roars and yips in similar repetitive pattern to what the Fairfield County resident would describe just over a year later. Huh. All right, did somebody find me a link for what a Bigfoot howl yip sounds
I've got
like?
one. If I can find get.
Not to ruin everything.
Getting to it.
But
I found one on YouTube. I don't know if you wanted one from YouTube, so I found another one.
Well, you have to put it in the chat here so I can get to
I
it.
did.
I don't see it.
In the FAE News chat or
on StreamYard. Put it in the StreamYard chat.
I did a quick look, and because it was October 17th, it could have been whooping because that is also National Pasta Day. And
that must
like
be
pasta?
It. All the Bigfoot are out there just like, spaghetti!
Dude, it's Pasta Day. Let's go to Olive Garden. Yeah, right on. Olive Garden's not pasta.
What? What was that you? I like Olive Garden. Thank you very much, and they're delicious.
I do too, but if I have a choice between like an Italian place or Olive Garden, I'll probably go to the Italian place if I can.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Given the Italian population of Connecticut,
Olive Garden is the Taco Bell of Italian.
I have not listened to this howl, but it says it's Bigfoot howling.
Okay, here we go. I'm gonna open this thing.
What if you were a human being that just didn't like people hunting deer, and so you would scatter them when you saw them together, and you might make lots of noise when they.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't really be. At that point, though, you wouldn't be mistaken for a Bigfoot. I mean,
depends what you're wearing.
Maybe. Well, yeah, if I'm wearing like that, if I'm wearing that Chewbacca onesie that I got that one year, then yeah, maybe.
It doesn't look like anything is loading on this.
No.
Page.
Oh, there's something loading.
I did disable it.
I put one in our chat too.
Let's see. Where is yours, Raynwulf?
Right at it.
Let's try yours because this news one is not doing its thing.
Check the private chat one.
Yep.
That's where I've been looking. Okay.
Raynwulf also shared a link.
All right. Skip.
Several counties in Washington State have created preservation laws
worth of crap here.
Bigfoot.
Yeah.
That sounds like a dog to me. Did you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna back it up. Back it up. Hey. Okay, here we go.
It fits with the whooping.
Forest. He is there to record wildlife sounds, and what he discovers is music to his ears.
That almost sounds like a human that is trying to sound like an elk. Because that's what elks do. They go like you'd have to have like a little elk call to actually sound like one. But when they bugle, like if you're a human and you don't have an elk bugle with you, you might try to do that to sound like an elk. I don't know.
Recommend.
Is anybody out there in the audience? Let's see. Like familiar with the sounds of
Get
elves?
everyone away.
The thing about sounds is humans can do all of them, right? Like, like outside.
What? No. Okay, let's. I don't.
I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I was shocked. I was in shock.
Boyd has made dozens of strange recordings of what he describes as big.
Oh, wait. Is that an? I guess where they put the little red is where we can expect to hear Bigfoot. So.
Yeah.
This area of the country has a
fascinating.
Huh. Interesting.
I mean, it does kind of sound like somebody's, I don't know, doing some sort of weird call out.
What is clear is they didn't drop the bass.
Oops. May be the means by which
What was that? What is infrasound?
Much is to produce infrasound, a low frequency sound used by animals such.
Okay.
It's an elephant.
Infrasound almost always causes a sense of fear in human beings.
Yeah, as soon as it showed elephants, I knew exactly what it was. I was like, oh yeah, I just forgot that it was called that, I guess. Oh,
it's making a kind of a chirpy kind of sound.
Makes its way across the plains. The wild haggis makes its way running across the frozen tundras of Minnesota. Okay, I'm done watching this guy now. I don't know. What do you think? Did it sound like a new creature you've never heard before?
Not really.
Do you think it was a dog or a person? What do you think?
I don't think it's distinct enough to know if it's something other than a human being.
If you were to get a large kettle and hold it up and yell into it, you would probably get that kind of sound.
I'm thinking.
Then you'd be a weirdo.
I'm thinking if it was made by somebody, it sounded to me like it was a noise that was then put through some filters, made to sound slightly different from the original, or different from the original, if that makes sense.
So you think he faked it?
Maybe not him, but whoever he recorded was faking it. Like, let's see if I can get people to think this is something else, and then did it, and this guy happened to hear it and then record it.
Yeah, somebody made a demo tape, took a boombox out into the forest and played it.
Yeah, it could be that too.
Well,
but I definitely don't. I definitely don't think that particular sound was actually anything made by anything that was alive. It may have been a sound something made, but then, like I said, I think it was modified to an extent.
Somebody fuzzed the recording of Goofy doing the yell.
I mean, or just as easily, like, his buddy is out there across the woods just making... The thing is like, I want to know what the first recording ever of a supposed Bigfoot sound is supposed to be, because when they're like, it sounds like previous recordings. Well, if you were looking to fake it, then of course it sounds like previous recordings, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
if you were going to guess the sound a Bigfoot would make, you would just have a person make sounds.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean,
Yes, Harry, I know. I'm trying to convince them too.
I mean, it's just going to sound like a really big person trying to make some sound. I mean, come on.
I mean, it's no Obi-Wan Kenobi scaring off Tusken Raiders.
Oh, wait, that does sound very familiar to that, doesn't it?
It's lower. This one was lower pitched, though.
Yeah. They slowed it down a little. Yeah.
So I kind of want to watch this one that's here, but if we watch too much video without breaking it up into like 10-minute sound bites, then we get dinged. But dang, watch this couple pack 1 week of clothes and a carry-on suitcase using a 150-ton hydraulic press. That sounds like the sort of thing I just want to watch it and see it happen.
But how much pounds of clothing did it say?
No, using a 150-ton hydraulic press, 1 week of clothes. So it doesn't say how heavy or whatever. They just
It's probably just her clothes into a single carry-on.
Well, I was going to say, if it was like, if all those clothes were going into the container and they're like, haha, we went to one thing, that's the thing. It's still going to weigh as much as that many clothes would be in multiple containers, except,
Although it's fun to see what happens when stuff gets put in the press like that.
Yes, I agree with that one.
I don't know. It sounds like the whole thing's under pressure.
Look around. These are the days that never end.
I like it when
I am a little sad to say that I didn't realize that was originally Queen. That beat. I really thought.
I actually go on, continue.
Oh no,
I got something to add to yours.
That I really
Did you think it was David Bowie?
No, I thought it was Vanilla Ice.
There was actually, I remember clearly in my head, watching the interview with him, where he was. I have never heard anybody try to explain themselves in a worse way. It's like, no, that tone was dun 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 dun. Mine is dun 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 dun. I'm like, dude, you sampled it. Just fess up.
Didn't he? Yep. I mean, all he probably had to do was pay, right? And then
rumor has it they paid David Bowie, but not Queen.
Oh,
they both had the rights to it.
There was a song by Sting Sting that I think it was either Kanye West or P. Diddy sampled one of his songs. He found out, and apparently he gets paid tons of money because of it, because they sampled his song.
Really? What's the background?
Yeah, it was Sting. That's right.
Well, not that Paul McCartney needed the money, but Apple stole their logo from the Beatles, so there was a lawsuit about that.
Really?
Well, did the Beatles win?
Yep.
Oh.
What are you doing? This?
Came right off one of their album covers or something.
I mean,
I did not know that.
I didn't know that either. Okay, this is weird. What?
I mean, it probably did make a big difference to their fortune. So.
Okay.
I do know that as they started getting big, Freddie Mercury actually declined to get his teeth fixed because he thought fixing them would actually change his pitch and tone.
Yeah.
When he would sing.
I have heard that.
can buy the paper.
Mention
Also-
to eat twice in the biopic.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at various food articles here. So, number 1, Spanish court slaps supermarket that fired a coworker for eating a croquette. Versus number 2, Swedish minister's bizarre banana phobia makes international news headlines. So if you want to hear about the Spanish court slapping a supermarket, number 1. If you want to hear about a bizarre banana phobia, press number 2. Please start the timer.
Do you have a banana phobia?
You know, I'm pretty I feel terrible for this because I'm pretty sure I know what a croquette is, but my mind is just blanking on an image of what it looks like. And is it a dessert?
It's a pastry you knock through little hoops on the ground with a hammer.
What?
Out.
Oh, spot.
Out.
Out. This is a croquette. And it looks delicious.
What
and
the? Those look like basically hush. Those kind of look like hush puppies.
Like this is one is filled
They're-
with cheese. This one is like broccoli and cheese. That
They're
one looks like
savory.
potatoes or something. I don't know.
Damn.
Mushroom, chicken.
So they're savory, yeah.
It
They're
looks like
not-
they're actually, yeah, they're made of potatoes. And who doesn't love potatoes?
Yeah, I love potatoes. It's true.
Now I want to make some croquettes and put cheese.
So
and
the
stuff
timer has run out.
Oh, it has.
Okay. What do we have for votes? We have 1 vote, and it's for number 2. So article number 2. Oh, the bizarre banana phobia. All right.
Banana fana, faux fama, me, my, mo, man.
I am curious how severe this phobia is.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's see. Where's my little share button?
No one in.
Now. Please. There we go.
Now it's stuck in my head.
Swedish minister for gender equality and work life allegedly suffers from an irrational fear of bananas that prevents her from coming anywhere near the popular fruit. Paulina Brandberg first mentioned her banana phobia in a since deleted 2020 tweet describing it as the world's weirdest phobia. But the issue recently resurfaced and made national news in Sweden after the Express newspaper published a series of leaked emails that revealed the strength of her aversion to the yellow fruit. Brandberg's staff have been going to great measures to ensure that the 41-year-old politician does not come into contact with the fruit, messaging people and venues that she was scheduled beforehand to inform them of her phobia and making sure no rogue bananas.
They just get to the corridors rolling around. Well, they don't really roll, do they?
Careful, because rogue bananas will backstab you.
Have you seen the banana knife?
Well, they do tend to bunch up.
But they're so appealing.
Oh no. Okay. If you have a banana phobia, bananas are everywhere. I feel like it is your job to deal with your phobia and not your staff's job to make sure that your eyes don't accidentally lay upon a rogue banana. I'm trying to imagine right now what it would be like to have a retinue of people that run around. They're like, clear the area of bananas. The prime minister doth approach. No bananas. What?
It's got to be the shape and look of the object itself. So it can't be anything made from bananas unless she doesn't like the taste either. So I was saying, see people like throwing banana bread at her.
And I knew about this. I would absolutely have the thought. Now, I'm not saying I would do it, but I would definitely think about doing it. About just being like, aha, where is the Halloween party that they're going to be at? And then just show up in a giant banana costume.
So it occurs to me that she might need to train her staff so that they don't accidentally say the wrong thing. Like if you tell a hotel worker to split with those bananas, they might bring back a sundae, and that wouldn't be any good, right? Like
I wonder if it extends to plantains.
Listen. Imagine. No traces of bananas must be in the room, her staff wrote in a letter to the Swedish Speaker's office in September, adding that the minister suffers from a strong allergy. We will secure the conference so that there are no bananas, Brandberg's staff mentioned in an email, confirming their dedication to keeping the Swedish minister safe. Just imagine how easily you could be terrified if your phobia was bananas. Just like when people want to boo you if they don't think you're doing a good job, they just stand out in front of Parliament just waving bananas.
Oh, but then they decide to throw like half right, or overripe bananas at you, and
they go Mario Kart on you. They're throwing banana peels everywhere. Just
Lady Prime Minister, I can very much assure you that we have no bananas today.
Yes, we have no bananas. So
Today.
Paulina Brandberg declined to comment on her unusual phobia, but confirmed that it was an issue for her and that she would see a doctor about it in the near future. Banana phobia is rare, but it can cause serious symptoms like anxiety and nausea and can be triggered by seeing or smelling the fruit. You know how many people in the actual really real world give me that triggering reaction? I get anxiety and nausea just by seeing or smelling them.
Here's another thought.
Little did you know, because they had bananas.
Yes, because they're all banana carriers.
Here's a thought I had that kind of piggybacks on Professor Green's thing about plantains. What if it's those candies? Those little banana-shaped candies. I forgot what the name of them are, but I've had them before. What was it?
Runts.
Yeah. Would it be the same? Would she have the same version if it was those banana-shaped candies, or is it just bananas themselves, not banana derivatives or banana-shaped objects?
Whoa, banana.
Well, banana candy is based off of the original banana.
Oh, go. What was that, lady?
Bananas. The flavor of banana candies are based on a breed of banana that went extinct.
Oh.
And so they bred new bananas, which is why the banana candies don't taste like bananas. The current bananas.
Oh, they taste like bananas to me.
Well, but banana candy is much sweeter than bananas that we buy at the grocery store.
That's because banana candy is made out of sugar.
No, they taste. They're chemically made, yes, but they're based on the actual flavor of the old bananas that went extinct.
What?
That is interesting.
I mean,
almost all the bananas.
And actually, the bananas we have now are going extinct.
No,
they're developing other bananas to replace them.
They're all clones of a single banana tree.
It's a banana-rama.
Similarly, avocados are all cloned from the same avocado tree.
So even banana.
It's kind of like how
one avocado tree has produced all the avocados in the world.
Yes. Well, no, they take cuttings off of that tree and then attach it to other plants.
There must have been other avocado trees.
Which makes them all clones of the same avocado tree owned by the Haas family. Same is true of bananas. The bananas we get in stores actually can't reproduce on their own, and so they're all clones of each other.
Life did not give us lemons. We made them ourselves.
We did make lemons.
Yes.
The lemons are delicious. It's one of my favorite dessert flavors.
Lemons.
Lovely. We also made I want to say apricots or nectarines or no. Well, oh, maybe I'm confusing this with the weird random knowledge that I have about the fact that pears used to be referred to as golden apples as opposed to their own separate fruit. So there was regular apples and then there were golden apples. And people used to think that people would think that that was a reference to apples when actually it was a reference to pears.
Well, pluots are engineered.
What are?
Pluots? I think they're costing apricots and plums.
Oh, yeah. Well, a lot of food is engineered. I mean, that's what, plant husbandry is. So
yes.
I was going to say, I thought that we engineered limes actually, but I could be wrong. So where did lemons come from?
There was
It's a citron with a bitter orange.
Yeah.
What's a citron?
Uh,
I just thought citron was a reference to all citrus-based fruits.
No, it's a particular fruit.
I did not know that.
Let me take a look.
All I know is that it's different than a standron.
I dropped my magic mirror, so I can't look it up.
Almost all foods that we consume have been bred to make us consume them better. So
they re-engineered Brussels sprouts that are not bitter anymore. Apparently,
well, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, cauliflower, mustard, kale are all the same plant.
No, they're not.
So like 7 different vegetables that are all the same plant that we.
They are not. No, they're not.
They are actually.
They're not the same. You can look at them with your eyeballs, and you can plainly see that a Brussels sprout and a kale are nothing alike.
I haven't had Brussels sprouts since I was a kid in the 80s.
I like
I shared it in chat. Not the StreamYard chat, but the regular chat.
I don't have that open.
Oh, you don't? Okay, give me a sec here.
Otherwise, I have too many things going on. So, but it is actually 9:30. So, wow, I didn't even realize how late it was. It kind of time flew by tonight. So anyway, yeah.
Interesting.
No, it's not. So
you're frozen.
Now she's frozen. Oh no, our queen is frozen. We must unfreeze her.
Do not use fireball.
Wait. Do you mean the spell or the
what did you do while I was gone, children?
I said, our queen is frozen. We must unfreeze her. And Professor Greenman said, do not use fireball. And then Sir Void was like, well, the drink or the spell?
Yeah, because if it's the drink, you could be onto something.
if it's the drink, after some of that drink, yeah, I'll believe I'll be casting fireballs.
So it made me think though that like imagine just having fireball poured on you. It's so sticky as a drink. Just it would be terrible.
The fireball booze goes really well in apple cider.
So.
It goes really well in apple cider.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
I feel that would probably get you pretty messed up.
I will be skipping all of the cinnamon-related things.
Yes, no cinnamon for you. We want you to stay alive.
I'm so sad about it, though.
I know.
You're allergic to cinnamon?
Yes.
24 hours.
I am.
Not Lady
It's the citron.
Barking up the wrong tree there.
I'm allergic to so many things. It's dumb.
All right, here we go. I'm going to remind you guys of everything. So today is Wednesday. Tomorrow we have a hedge gathering. It starts at 7:30 Pacific time. It is in the hedge, which is our Discord. Links are in the low bar. go and join us if you want to help us break the curse on the Peaceful Hollow Preparatory School for the Magically Inclined.
Preparatory School for the Magically Inclined.
we're gonna have to like time ourselves saying it and see who can actually say it the fastest. Let's see. Then it is Friday, and on Friday we have a D&D session in the store during the day that still has open table seats if anybody's interested in it. And then Friday evening is craft night at the store. So if you would like to just show up for craft night and come make crafty messes with us in the back room, that's great. On Saturday, that is my Bloomday party down on Pier 57. Everybody's invited, and I don't know what's happening on Sunday. Probably rest and recover for everybody else, and I have to get up and go to work. So I'm telling you, this business about integrating into the human world it's for the birds. You know, back in the land of Fae, I had a retinue of people, but now I'm stuck here in the human world, having to scrub away like Cinderella.
You also forgot something very important about tomorrow.
About tomorrow? What did I forget?
Yes. Well, it's your birthday.
It is my technical Bloomday. That is correct.
Wait, it's after midnight here. It's already your birthday on this end. Happy birthday to you.
Technically, yes. Greenman could celebrate your birthday. They both can.
You guys are starting early out there. It's true. It is my birthday tomorrow. So let's see. Thank you. I'm very glad that I've made it to this birthday, because last year at this time, I was afraid that I might not. So I'm very happy to be here this year.
We're all very happy you're still here.
We're all very happy.
Yes.
And let's see.
After
that is next week, and let's see. I don't really remember what's going on. We have a Black Friday sale. We're doing Magic the Commander. Ion is going to run a Magic the Gathering Commander
at the shop. Yeah.
At the shop. That's bunches of stuff though for next week that I can tell you guys about on Wednesday when we see you next week. So with that said, does anybody else here have anything you would like to say to everybody out there watching at home? Nope. All right, then with that, we will bid you adieu and good night. As soon as I can manage to press the...
Hello and welcome to faeproductions. We hope you enjoyed our show with your host, Fairy Princess Ollie. Please hit the like and subscribe button if you had fun with our Fae crew. Don't forget to click that little bell icon to get notifications of upcoming shows. And if you're looking to support your fellow Fae, fly on over to our Patreon, links below.